on the internet. And my partner in crime for this one is none other than Chad Sponge Birchall. We've got FaZe Clan on the CT side, Cloud9 on the T side. How are you doing today, bro?
Look, I'm excited for this best of 3 that we have because it's going to continue this journey for FaZe for finals. Or
FaZe
maybe,
for finals?
maybe Yanko's bang on and Cloud9 will dismantle them with ease.
Start. Here we go. We were just talking about this, about pistols and the way in which B finishes seem to be your preference, and most teams' preference.
I missed the smoke, Alex.
That will make things difficult, especially when you've lost at 4v5 early thanks to Rain. Finding a forward position, Electronic already cut down, and just like that, Brokey's dual Berettas make mincemeat of Electronic. It's Rain connecting shots. He will eventually go down, but Perfecto walking with a limp. And Hobbit, well, no longer in this world. It's a nice double kill from Brokey.
Maybe they're going to ask for a do-over.
Yeah,
Can we try that one again?
Well, especially when you miss the Heaven Smoke and you don't even get out a monster. That
is one of the most miserable ways that you could start your T-side pistol. Like having an unforced error of missing a smoke. That one that leaves you with that. I think the kids are calling that an ick.
Yeah, though, that's icky. Look at this angle, bro. Ugh. That's icky. Sorry for the people.
What's your ick?
Yeah, let us know.
Missing util on the pistol? We're going to make some TikTok videos.
Yeah. Did you see the one where Rick was guys getting hit by really slow-moving cars?
The next one will be breathing.
Yeah. Okay, we've got a deep fountain smoke, and Brokey's taking early control. Playground's the angle he's holding. Who's supporting him? Wow, he's just...
Frozen's in connector. He'll be fine. He's up against the Glocks. Alex,
he's fine.
He knows that he's only got the Glocks, right?
But he's missed all his shots.
He's
got 9
gonna be fine, Alex. See, look, the round's okay.
Frozen's here. It's fine. He's just lost the M4. That's all. Right?
Yeah, don't stress. This is all good in the hood. This is going exactly how FaZe had planned.
Boom. And then he gets 4 with the SMG, saves the M4.
And he can now drop the AWP to Brokey.
The AWP because of the SMG frag.
See?
It's all part of the plan.
Brokey offered himself up to facilitate the AWP.
I understand.
Because if he got all the kills, he wouldn't have had it.
Okay, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. Let's go. Let's see how Cloud9's first gunny looks.
Saw Eddie at the printer again.
Yes.
Neo was also supporting him.
Making sure the printouts come out.
All right, Eddie, yeah, I want multiple pages. Black and white, no color necessary. Oh, nice little molly there from Robs. Denied the space, but Electronic and Axile will brute force their way through. Smoke flash, and it's looking good in the hood. Discussing Rain over towards B. Well, let's see if him and the old master Splinter Carrigan can hold on. There will be a lot of pressure coming their way.
Is this indicative of a B finish with 3 starting this way?
Definitely so. And FaZe had actually been quite heavy towards A. They started Brokey, Robs, and Frozen to lock down that A site. A wood molly spilling over. Rain, all good as a redeploy of a monster smoke lands. Robs and Brokey have been able to take back over towards the B bomb site. Frozen now playing sentry for information in the back of A. And if we take stock, we can see that there's 3 smokes, a flash, and a molly for the Cloud9 finish. As overpass goes, slow and steady.
Oh, they're going for a boost. Axile's watching this. And the safety of that boost is definitely being rewarded. Let's see how, despite the pre-aim,
Dragon's pushing.
He's thinking about it. And he's done it dry. Taking down Electronic against the rifle. Now Brokey's AWP is revealed. This has gone from bad to worse for Cloud9. Mission, rip it up, put it in the bin. Axile gets chipped away at. Could go down to the... Could have gone down to the AWP.
It was just the trigger was jammed.
Yeah.
It got stuck.
Horrible.
Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, I need to make sure he goes to his weaponsmith.
It's going to be 3-0 for FaZe. Cloud9 saving 3 of their rifles. And I expect to see a different looking round as the full gunnies come out. Not into the next.
Because FaZe had 4B there. Was there just not an...
They started 3A.
And then it very, very quickly worked out that Boomich was just puffing up his chest.
Yeah, because you didn't see any A control utility really
anything.
applying a lot of pressure, right?
Yeah.
So you're not feeling the threat on A. And they rotated the biggest weapon over, and here it is. Yeah, see, there was a delay on it. Just like the revolver.
Yeah, scratching the back of your head after this start. It's not a dream start. Your map pick, you know, you want to come and hit the ground running so far.
The pistol with the missed smoke.
Yeah, it
So
did.
if that's a sign of things to come.
And, you know, Chad Birchall's School of Counter-Strike, T-side overpass is hard.
Very hard.
Yeah, that's what he says.
All
You might be right.
And now they were about to take these saved guns with some upgraded pistols, and what util?
Oh, it's the Snake.
It is the Snake.
I'm familiar with this. I credit Apex with it, but I don't know why.
No, because they would always do these more
do
contact
this.
plays.
Look at them go.
And Apex would lead the charge.
I'm a Snake. That's a reference for the boomers out there. Ooh, and it's working. Frozen went looking and instead has gone straight down. Big pick from Boom. Rotation through. Rain first to receive, throwing out util to delay. Axar with the bomb on his back, forced into the truck by the flame.
We're going to badger them. Mushroom, mushroom.
Nice. Weebles his way through. Trying to erect a boost. Oh, and then they clear the smoke. It's actually quite inspired. It hasn't worked out for them. Oh, a lot of damage onto Axar, but now with the code punched, you got a tough retake here.
Keep your eyes on the Rop's flank. That would be the initiation back in. Does he have backs turned? There are no defuse kits.
Ooh, back turned there. He didn't quite expose it. Was Hobbit considering it.
No defuse kits.
Yeah, I don't know if you're really going for this, especially now you've lost Carrigan as well. Don't you want to keep those rifles, the AK and a no-scope? Oh, look at Robs. Look at the discipline. He could have them both. Huge on the flank. They need to get on the defuse. Perfecto can win this with the Deke, but they're on the defuse in time. It wasn't planted for him in bathrooms. Wow, FaZe, they convert, and they've got to thank Robs for that. A triple kill on the flank, trigger discipline galore, and just a half second to spare.
Found a kit.
You take that. I think for Cloud9, that only makes things worse. You really feel like that was yours. This is the no-scope.
Yeah, they started playing forward, so looking for the jewels. And there's Robs to say keep your eye on the flank. A fantastic little double. Good shot from Perfecto, sure, but the triple from Robs.
You beauty.
And 4-0 for FaZe Clan. I think no matter what happens in this matchup, the winner of this will go into the next game as the favorite. I don't even care that Cloud9 lost to FlyQuest in the opener, so it doesn't matter who they face, Nemiga or FlyQuest. I would say that either of the winners of this one will be the favoritino. That's the official terminology. Is Robs, well, he's committed to this.
Ouch. Hobbit, really fast on that clear. Knows Robs' tendencies.
This is the problem. The CT side of Overpass looking for a response in a number disadvantage. Pushing out B feels like a death sentence. Trying to take short water control with losing Con. So many different angles that you have to deal with. So posturing forward in the bathrooms from Frozen and Brokey as they look to fortify. If we take a look at the movements of Boomich, you can see transitioning back. Axel will scoop up the bomb. This is telling of a B finish. So wanting to test Rain and Carrigan. Playing quite committed towards Monster. Carrigan playing on the jiggle with the smoke. Also has a molly for good measure. Rain, without any util, just going to have to hit the domes, what he does best. 45 seconds.
Carrigan and Rain got an awful lot to do. They have been smoked, but you can see Electronics preparing to proc a flash.
Brokey rotates over now. Oh, it's too late.
Yeah, Carrigan to trouble. Rain in the molly. Potential double on the plate. Doesn't get it. Sight is lost, and this one even less favored on the retake. Molly will spread. It will deny the plant initially, but with 20 seconds left, there's no way in here for Brokey unless he gets an overextension given his way.
Other molly for Frozen. It's going to be too late, but Axel's low.
Oh, wait, he has actually been forced off. 10 seconds. This gets really uncomfortable now. They have to keep their cool. If you could just find Axel, it gets awkward for them. That's what he tries, but behind the sandbags, he's punching in the code, can't find the angle. Oh, a little bit of an opportunity there that could have been round winning. An understandable risk taken by Brokey, but it does translate into Cloud9's first round.
It would be smarter for Frozen to save. There's only going to be the 1,400 loss going into the next. It could be a touch and go by. Everybody would have just enough. And yeah, I think picking up the AWP, Brokey will be able to buy it.
It's a bit overextended,
isn't it? So
let's see where it is.
Pretty sure it's in the hands of Electronic.
Ah, yeah. Found it.
Yeah, he's got it. So Electronic sent the signal with the shot. And that'll be the first round for Cloud9. Great work delaying with the incendiaries. Oh, no, wait. No. Okay, he doesn't want it. He didn't want the AWP. Well, that's fine. We're not going to have the same conversation we have every day of the week about Cloud9, are we?
No,
we don't have to do it.
No, everyone understands.
Yeah.
And if you don't, Cloud9 don't have an ult. There you go. Said it.
It's done. Cool. All right, Boomich. Content.
I like Boomich as a hype man. Feel like he definitely...
Is it because of his singing career?
Yeah, part of that, you know. I get hyped up listening to Boomich songs in the shower. Who doesn't? Voice of an angel. Interesting approach to the boost here from ropz and Rain. Different angle, maybe not going to be pre-aimed. He says, oh, you poke your head out again, you could be a dead man. You can see he's not pre-aiming the angle. There's a chance here. Quick from it, ropz profits. Great start, first blood drawn, Cloud9 already off kilter.
Karrigan's just awfully close towards Monster in case there was a reaction trying to deal with the boost. And they do have to search and try and punish B. It will be another B-side finish. You can see a Monster Smoke deployed. A nade straight down the gullet of Electronic, and they're going to try and come into Karrigan's domain. Out of bullets.
Yeah, but Flash and Electronic will profit now with the fresh mag. He's found the frag. 2v4. Nice find. A dink at least. Electronic's in trouble. Brokey. Yeah, he just gives him the fight. Not shying away from the engagement.
Rookie Classic. Good supportive utility from ropz there to bail out Karrigan. And speaking of Karrigan, he'll grab another in fine form in this tournament, Karrigan, while some of his individuals have been lacking, especially yesterday as we saw Astralis take care of business to find themselves a spot in the Chengdu playoffs. And that flash, perfect. You can see Boomich coming out of the smoke, hand over his eyes. Cloud9 have enough for yet another buy. Missions as far as a Perfecto Deagle and a Electronic Galil are concerned.
Wow, they're putting Brokey solo A. That's a lot of faith.
The aggressive A utility speaks of more. The smoke and the molly combo, but there's all the ruse. Brokey will need to make sure he keeps himself alive. It looks like they are going for one of these contact plays. They're not looking to use utility. And oh, if Brokey just posted on the line, he would have had a freebie. Well, they did this before and they got into the site.
If they can just walk toilets. Long, a gap as well. You can see Brokey's on an internal timer. He's searching for this crawl, but they're all holding the close wall. This is going to get... He's going to get overwhelmed, Chad. He's in so much trouble. Frozen trying to throw out some utility. He's actually flashed his teammate, I think.
Just got a leg.
Yikes. Oh, wow. Axile and Boomich with white screens find the double kill and, I would assume, the round. Is that a retake you're going for? I sincerely doubt it.
Well, that was FaZe essentially being outmaneuvered. They've gone heavy B, the rotation back, the space taken, and just the contact play. So Cloud9 to get their second.
Do you think that the pep in their step was initiated when they didn't find Brokey on that line you saw him fall off of? You know, like once they were like, oh, no one's resisting, keep going?
I think they were going for it again because the retake where ropz came...
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an enemy flash.
Oh, it was, thank you.
But he still got a leg shot off, which is wild. No, but I think they were going for the same play because when they had the 3 saved AKs after the first gun round of the 2 upgraded pistols, they did a similar play, right? They contacted in towards A and they had a 5v5. Actually, they had a 5v4 where ropz came around the world and flanked and they picked that up. So wanting to rinse and repeat that round and thinking, hey, if we play the post plan better, we can secure it. Well, this time, they had the openers coming in their favor.
You're Boomich, right? You know that they don't necessarily have a dreamy, an idyllic, all the nades, and you also know that the 2 rounds you've won have been on the A site. Does that mean that you're expecting them to have to invest more resources to that side of the map? Is this where you try and return to B?
Yeah, well, the big part of this is conditioning the sites, and that's what I'm saying about being outmaneuvered. So Karrigan's gone, oh, he's going to finish towards B again. That's why he started 4 towards B. So as far as chasing the tail, I would say FaZe are now. So what is the next decision? Well, maybe go aggressive and stall them out. They've done the same opening utility, smoke molly combo. There's plenty of more bodies behind this, but I feel like you're going to have to go all in to try and win this fight right here, right now.
Rosen's got an awful lot to do as he commits to this angle. Trying to jump spot audibly.
Well, Boomich knows bullets came his way, so at this point, just hit the brakes, because as a CT, you can't hang around when the util starts to fade. You don't have the forward fortified positions, and now as they're starting to go through their nades, party cleared out. So I feel as long as they... Okay, look at that one. Applying some real sight pressure.
Oof, limits his options for info at least.
Yeah, it's going to force one of 2 decisions. Play ahead of it or give up the space. He's actually going to tuck in towards long, so they will need to call the rotation of ropz over. But again, it's quite quiet through the upper bathrooms until the flash goes off, the steps are made.
Cloud9, it's flash by flash, step by step. They're getting towards the A site now.
Bomb is quite committed, but it can always drop back. It's going to be down to Frozen playing for some info to activate this round. Well, Karrigan just takes it into his own hands. Frozen can activate.
He certainly will. You might even hear this from Perfecto, the jump. He's going to get the freebie, spotting the bomb. That's job done! Very good flash. Fully blind. Robs will clean up as they try and progress. It's Boomage down. Perfecto good for the flank onto Frozen. Axel, however, meets his demise at Robs' hand. And here comes number 7, Robs. He's fragging up today. It's good to see. Supposed to be the top of the scoreboard for FaZe, this boy. Definitely a start. I was talking to Carrigan. One of the things his observations about Robs was that he was the player that perfected the patience element of Counter-Strike. I think that's a really nice way to put it. You can see there the jump spot. Great work from our replay team where that info flew.
Oh, for sure. I think Robs, when I remember him first coming onto the scene, right, obviously there was the whole situation where he had to go to the FACEIT office to prove he wasn't cheating.
Yeah.
But then when I saw him on MOUZ, that's when I was first starting to work Pro League. I think it was my first Pro League season ever. I think I also played in that Pro League season.
You played in the same season you worked?
Yeah, then I retired, and then...
Or was that one of those classics of, oh, we got eliminated, do you want to hang out and do desk?
No.
No.
I know, it was online back then, the seasons would go forever.
That's right.
And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I just had Rops cam. I'd get the GoTV VIP, and I'd just watch Rops, because he was so procedural.
Such a perfect word for his style of play.
Every angle.
Makes sense to make someone like that a lurker, no?
Well, yeah. I think teaching those players to take a bit of a risk is always the hard part.
Yes.
It's never, like, well, I could just clear every corner and shoot them. This is going to be B Poppy, Alex. Perfecto's util telling.
How does this veteran duo, Rain and Carrigan, brothers in arms, side by side as the flashes come through? Blind is Carrigan. A response is the bit of util. Good HE damage, and it's already Brokey actually to draw first blood. Axel and Perfecto running into the site. It's big from 1, 2. It's Brokey and Robs. Rain throws his name into the ring, and they've done enough to repel the invaders. Perfecto a double kill, not enough, insufficient, as this FaZe defense continues to rack up rounds.
Flash work from both teams has seemed somewhat effective, hasn't it? Perfecto has 17. Was it effective flashes, or was it enemies flashed?
Enemies flashed.
Enemies flash. Sorry, we've got to make sure we get that correct.
HLTV is effective flashes.
Okay.
Counter-Strike says enemies flashed.
All right, all
Hence
right.
my confusion.
We learn something every day, don't
Yeah.
we? But you could see the rally of util back and forth.
Oof, Perfecto's got 17 enemies flashed. He's been throwing them.
But good counter util from FaZe. Oh. Image and Perfecto with some rifles. The other 3 pistols and util. 2 rounds on the T side so far. 2 more rounds to be played. Oh, FlyQuest are winning. You can check that out, twitch.tv/ESLCSB. That's the URL.
Lucy and the dog of B.
You can also, I think that's on the YouTubes, as the kids are calling it these days.
Same kind of procedural flash progress being made here by Cloud9. Long being tested. Brokey, first man to kind of be able to tend to that, but instead they seem to be re-aggressing toilets.
Wonder what's had them back off. The setup over towards B is quite forward in towards water. Rain ready for them crossing backyard to Monster. Rops with the quizzical glance up into connector. Carrigan was tending from heaven in case they had been able to grab some room. And, well, Rops activates. Might have a whole lot more coming his way.
Hey, does that cancel their plans, or are they just going to try and find him?
Rain heard a step towards T-Spawn.
Oh, yeah, this is just too easy for Robs. Rain, a perfect little distraction. Hang on, could still go wrong. Robs just onto the USP. He's gone down. This could turn around. 2v5.
No time.
Yeah, Frozen especially. He's managed to get there in time. So good work from FaZe. Feels like whenever you think you've got an advantage, there's another CT there to support. Brokey will close it out. 11 for Robs and Brokey. So good to see the stars are on form today.
Important, definitely important. Carrigan felt like he was having to do an awful lot of work yesterday. But Astralis, they're hungry, as Stown said in an interview with HLTV. They have a lot to prove. Hasn't been the start to the year they were looking for. Change of in-game lead-up. All that good stuff. No, wait. There's one more after this one.
Yeah.
I can't maths. Second to last round
Penultimate.
of the first half. Cloud9 would love 3. 4 would be a treat. FaZe in pursuit of the double digits, and Boomich spreading his wings, looking for space over towards A. Already out towards Party. Again, it does look like another B-centric round from Cloud9. They've had to expend a bit of util for the Condor as well as the Pipe Molly. And Boomich having a face check. Spot out Frozen over towards Divider. And this is where they're just going through the paces, calling out the util that's being used. Piping that over to Boomich so they can make a decision for the finish.
A lot of responsibility on Boom. So susceptible to just going down, but it's just presence. Trying to sell it, making sure he's spotted. Barrel's molly lands. Rain and Carrigan to be tested here once more. It's Electronic, somewhat of a turret, especially in his heyday. Not today. Rain gets him and gets away.
Has been stunted, and now the rotation from FaZe that was very stubborn, trying to hold some bathroom. Oh,
hello.
Perfecto waiting for the train.
Compose. And that's a big pick. Will they expect Rain on the same side? Exile, Diligent, goes down. Ooh, the drive by Dink on the transfer. Rain's done damage. Oh, Frozen got a lot to do here. Rop's working on a late flank. Bomb going down. It could be denied, you know. They could lose the round right here if he's found the smoke, but nice option. Oh, still goes down eventually. 2 on 2. Short and towards Monster. They've got the info. Where did his health just go? Sounded like it was from Brokey's B250. Frozen's got 1v2 on his plate, and yeah, Boom.
They can toy with him.
They're going to play with him. He doesn't even have a kit, Chad. This gets really uncomfortable. But still, finding that early extension from Boomich and with his teammates so low, this can still go wrong. Good timing from Hobbit. Frozen couldn't get his crosshair there in time. And so Cloud9, they will post a third. And, you know, typically you claim 4 is kind of the baseline.
I think 3 is the baseline. I think 4 is good.
4's good, 3 is a baseline. Okay.
Because essentially I'm looking at it as like, it's like an 11-4 half.
Yeah, right, exactly. The equivalent.
The buy is a little bit shotty for FaZe. Rob's only had 1 min-loss bonus, so he's going to get himself a 5-7 with Kevlar. Can get Brokey's AWP into the mix.
That's not ideal, and actually FaZe are going to push off that. Thank you very much. Short water lost, and they're coming. We're going to have a big fight here. We're going to have a biff, Chad. Oh, jumping. Stabilizes his aim. Trying to find a response is Axar. They're so blind. Hiding behind the smoke. Axar's not expecting this. He can't explain it. No one's expecting this. There's 2 CTs right behind you. Oh dear, overlooking completely the possibility. And the round just crumbles as a product of that. Whoops. Well played by FaZe.
Another unforced error as far as util's concerned.
That's true.
Well, this one is the final round.
Boomich, yeah, he's in an impossible scenario. No fun for Boom.
Come on, Boomich, show us. Get the movement in. Bat. Bat. Oh!
Just like that.
50
Just
seconds.
Like that.
The 1-on-5 becomes a 1-on-3. Boomich fans all around the world start to believe.
You would never.
The in-game leader in the Cloud9 jersey.
Go on. Oh, spotted out, and I think he started to believe for a second there, but we're going to leave it at 9-3 on the half. We'll be taking a 2 minutes. Grab yourself a drink. Tell your mates this one's going down. It's only just begun. Knee howdy, folks. We're back for Cloud9 3, FaZe Clan 9. No, sorry.
We got two American organizations locking horns here right in front of your very eyes.
It's the best accent you've ever done.
Thank you very much.
What the hell? So impromptu, so well delivered. FaZe Clan coming into the T side. We've seen Cloud9 get the bare minimum. And that's without Electronic essentially absent. Sure, some damage, but not enough kills. Just 2 to his name. Axile as well, the desk requesting to see this Star Rifler return to his Star form. Let's see what happens and what this second half entails. This is the pick of Cloud9. Expectations are high. In fact, let's see what Karrigan's call is, Chad. Can you just kind of like enter into his brain and transfer it to the audience?
Well, he's gone, I am now the best player on this team, so I will keep the P250 and search.
But with no armor.
Yeah,
I guess
look,
it is because if you're going to hit the heady.
I guess he's not scared, whereas some of his teammates actually do get quite a little bit scared. But by the looks of things, it's about taking the map control, making sure connector is clear, forcing the USPs back. A lot of teams will start 4-1 on CT pistols in case of a B rush. So now that they're able to show presence, force them back into a bit more of a defensive setup, you can see the util on Frozen and Brokey. So we could either have, you know, Bang can drop down util, or it could be a little bit more like Truck and Dice. But either way, it's an A execute.
All right then. What do you do with that smoke? You
Come on through it.
Oh, you run through it, especially when Brokey's just gone and done that. He's taken Axile down clean through the smoke. Now Boomich is a dead man. Brokey's just mad. He's had enough of this. He's just going to run, he's going to gun, and he's going to frag. This is a death sentence to Cloud9. Losing the T-pistol. Both pistols now. Unless
Nah, they've lost this.
Unless Electronic gets 2 with the Julies. Oh, Rain pops Hobbit's head like a cherry. Perfecto would be hard-pressed to find them both. It's planted for them in bathrooms. This is already looking like a done deal, despite some heroics from Electronic. Karrigan, with no armor, goes straight in for the fight, confirms he's off the bomb, and unfortunately for Perfecto, he's up the creek. Without the paddle, it's going to be a 10th for FaZe.
Yeah, even with those 2 kills back, and I think the lack of Kid and the remainder of the FaZe players playing the retake
Let me start
safely.
believing, bro.
Oh.
I mean, no, I understand. You do your job.
Yeah,
Just in case.
I like it when you get excited.
Just in case.
Yeah, no, that's good.
He didn't, though. But yeah, so...
Gave it an attempt.
should we just go to map 2? Nuke, is it?
Well,
Because you have the eco.
I could spin a yarn.
I mean, let's not spin a yarn until, like, the guns are out.
No, but in the sense of if you're a Cloud9 fan,
Yeah.
there's about 4 of you out there, I've heard.
Don't let Jack Etienne hear you.
Well, he's obviously not listening because
No.
they'd have an AWPer by now then, wouldn't they?
Bars.
But anyway.
Yeah, come on, yarn. You were spinning it.
All right, so they're going to obviously lose the full eco.
Right.
And the scoreline will read 11-3 in favor of FaZe.
Right.
Cloud9 will then be buying in with predominantly silenced M4s. Once the score reads 11-3 and the M4s come out, they would need to make sure that they win that and the follow-up to bottom out FaZe's buying potential.
I see.
At that point, the score will read 11-5. FaZe will have to take an eco, depending on saves and plants, 11-6.
Uh-huh.
Next gun round rolls around.
Yeah.
They win that one. FaZe are in another half-buy scenario. We're talking 11-8. The game's back on.
I'm with you. Okay. Okay, so let's just see if that yarn's even necessary.
Hey, but focus on this flash of Electronic. This could be the difference maker on the full eco round. $200 worth of investment. And 5 white FaZe screens.
Okay. I mean, keep going. I'm just going to try and find the definition for facetious.
Primed and at the ready. Karrigan. This flash is going to be above his head. The MAC-10 could do all the damage. Smoke fades. Karrigan down. Boomich is in. Bomb ticking. Rain on the truck. Able to dispatch of 1. Rops has taken out Boomich. And now, well, as we all expected, the round will peter forward into a one-on-one situation.
Just like we expected.
And this makes the 11-8 scoreline
Ooh, you take the AK, don't
right,
you?
a little bit easier because you've done a lot of damage. You're going to be able to break the economy quicker than I thought. So maybe we can accelerate that timeline.
Yeah, I think we certainly could. It's not facetious, it's tongue-in-cheek. That's what that was. Yeah, a little bit tongue-in-cheek, as in just slightly...
Isn't it facetious as well? Or could you have said I was being flippant?
Flippant, yeah. Well, flippant is at the very end of the facetious definition, but it also says treating serious issues with deliberately inappropriate humor.
Well, if it's Cloud9, it is a serious issue.
No, but it wasn't a serious issue of, like, they're not going to actually win the eco, are they? But you were giving it a lot of tongue-in-cheek energy. not flippant energy. I wouldn't say flippant. Yeah, no. But okay, we're learning. We're all here to learn. But Chad, you were actually teaching us as to why those deaths against the Eco could come back to haunt FaZe.
Just like life, finances play a big role in where you end up.
I wondered where you were going with that. Nice.
Sometimes you make money, sometimes you spend money, and sometimes you lose money.
I watched an interesting tweet thread where people were some guy was interviewing the elderly, asking them about what their biggest regrets were.
The elderly?
The elderly.
Is that
like, elderly? Am I saying that
like
right?
The elfish?
Like 70 plus.
Oh,
human
okay.
beings.
Oh, old people.
Yeah, old
Okay.
people.
In my generation.
And the main thing that they said is that money is not the it's not the be all and end all. A lot of them.
For them to
a lot
say.
of them. Yeah. Well,
They made it the whole way.
yeah, I mean,
Houses didn't cost
You need it to survive.
10 years worth of salary back in their day.
That's true too. But relationships and love and all of that.
Like, people out there can't even buy groceries. What are these boomers talking
you
about?
need it to survive. I get that. But in terms of lessons in reflection, when you're old and you realise, well, maybe I shouldn't have spent my entire life chasing material possessions. Obviously, you need it, the bare minimum. Hashtag bring back UBI. Bring back.
Bring it back.
It never existed.
Well,
Anyway,
looking to bring this game back.
Thank you. Yes.
Is Cloud9. Axel with the saved AK, 5 kills to his name. Yanko prophesies he's going to turn up and remember how to play CS. Is this his moment in the sun?
I think he's going to go down to Karrigan's Mac 10, you know. I've had a premonition. Oh, Axel kind of ate that. And now Karrigan's got him to 50 HP with a Mac 10 at range.
And they're going B.
Yeah, but I'm already, if I'm Cloud9, I've got 3 people worried about Karrigan committing into the site now. It's a bit suspicious. Perfecto needs a multi. Only the one! It's fine if Electronic can build upon it, but instead they've lost the site. Now, it's a numbers disadvantage for FaZe. If that molly's well placed, it's going to force them to channel them. Here we go. Awkward fights into heaven. Robs has gone away with one. Boomich dead on the rotate, or rather the jiggle, and reload. And it's Axel coming in for the clutch. Don't forget that damage lingers from Karrigan's Mac 10. Half health to work with, 2 to find. It's Robs playing the first contact here. A nice shot from Axel. Perfect placement of the crosshair, looking for Rain. Oh, it's a clutch from Axel. A necessary one to get Cloud9 and their CT campaign afloat.
Tough one. But that saved AK. After the little exchange with Karrigan's Mac 10. Lights them up. Converts the round. Notches 4 on the board, and definitely would have been a round they were hoping to grab a lot cleaner, but great work from Axel. The elevation, keeping Rain guessing. And FaZe are in a bit of trouble. That plant helps them out significantly, staying threatening into round 16. And AK, Galil, upgraded pistols. Feels like it might have to be something very B-heavy with this type of a purchase. But no.
4 going Fountain.
Yes, indeed. Well, Stanislaw was on the desk. We had him as a bit of a guest alongside of Yanko Maniac, saying that when Cloud9 do the double mollies, if you extinguish both of them, it applies a lot of pressure to the A defense of Boomich and Axel and makes them feel like there's a lot of heat coming their way. So we'll see if that starts to manifest as this map progresses. They've definitely extinguished one of the mollies. There was also a smoke from Cloud9 that had slightly missed. That's allowed them to get this fountain control, but still 30-odd seconds have had to subside. Make it 40. As Axel stays forward in the bathrooms, he will have a head-to-head on the AK with Brokey. 17 kills for him, and well, wasn't clearing his angles. Axel grabs the first and able to convert onto Rain in the second.
Yeah, nice deagle work from Rain. Axel feels like he may have, or should have done more.
Still quite pinned in, aren't they? Electronic in connector. Hobbit dealing with long. Boomich's AWP now posted front of A. It's just Perfecto on the B bomb site. Karrigan goes down connector. He's a dead man.
Man, indeed. Yeah, there's no way he's ready for this.
What?
And, yeah, Electronics reaction says it all. That's mad. That's crazy. And now Karrigan's going to try and sell a little bit of a B pivot. That will keep just one boot planted because there's 2 of them here. Hobbit, not ready for long. No one's ready for long. How is this not on their radar? Boomich is just not looking.
Hello, everybody.
This is mad! Cloud9, they have fumbled. It's Hobbit left to do it all. Good composure, but run at too many threats. Karrigan a distraction. Over to Chad Birchall for the analysis.
I guess Karrigan's fake was pretty believable. I thought he was just trying to stall out rotations with that Molotov, right? Because the only way back up from B would have been through those flames.
Good logic in that.
But playing a little bit behind the play, Cloud9.
Ooh, yeah, no, it's rare to see them, caught off in that respect. It's just doesn't happen at this level of Counter-Strike to see CTs not considering the fight. So that, I guess, yeah, job well done, or a bit of an unforced error from Cloud9, and it seems it will kind of condemn them to a comeback and a reverse sweep required.
I guess, look, if we look at FaZe, they've been in the last, 7 grand finals.
Yeah.
So they keep making it all the way. And in the sense of them losing to Astralis, okay, they're going up against a team. We discussed some of it yesterday. The playbook, a new roster, a new in-game leader, Bro being part of the team, all of that. We did all that yesterday. And now they're facing elimination. So it's like, oh, we've got something to play for. We want to be in another final. Yeah. We want to go all the way. And now the stakes have been turned up to something that we can respect. We find ourselves in round 17, likely to be the final round of play. UMP, FAMAS, Shotgun, and 2 pistols for Cloud9 on their map choice. Nuke up next. Mirage is the third and deciding if we need it, but if the Counter-Strike continues in this fashion, FaZe will be surviving. And that'll be the opener. Thank you very much, says Rain. The desperation. Oh, shoot it out of there. Yep, there it is. Well, you're likely expecting another CT reaggress at this point in the round because they're down a man. So you just sit back in a default spread. Honestly, you just call, hey, they have to make the next mistake. And then with the util you have remaining, once the clock gets a little bit lower, decide on how you want to finish. If they don't aggress, they're going to have to use whatever utility they have, which is now just down to 1 flash on Hobbit. Things are getting awfully quiet.
Yeah,
FaZe should be able to go for the jugular.
I suspect this is it's Boom next. Oh, he's done well with the CZ. It's Car again. Gets 3 on the push. Round done, game done. Or at least here on Overpass. That's a quickie. 13-4 business. It's running smoothly for FaZe today. Live from the Intel Extreme Masters. It's going to be up to Cloud9 to turn it around. 2 more maps ahead of us. But for now, we're just going to have to take a little bit of a break because Nuke is in the wings. We'll see what Cloud9 can bring. Stay tuned.